You know, I first met Mark probably 15 years ago when I joined Xcel Energy. Mark was the principal manager at that time of North Dakota, so he was in charge of the whole state.
We met at a birthday party when we were in college.
I think it was through my time in the North Dakota Senate and his involvement with Xcel Energy. But it's really like I've known Mark my entire life. It's like a family member who you just have always known.
So the way that I got to know Mark is through United Way. And I think it started even before I joined the United Way team and when I was a volunteer.
I met Mark early on in my time in Fargo. And it was right about the time he was coming into the market.
I originally met Mark and Sandy when they moved to Fargo, and I was lucky enough to be the person who got acquainted with them and helped them find their home in North Fargo.
How would I describe Mark Nisbet? Well, Mark is like the Jimmy Stewart of his generation, a person who is an idealist that represents honesty, good humor, the American ideal, whose emotional intelligence is at the top of the scale.
When I think of Mark Nisbet, I think of somebody who is probably the most energetic, the most positive. He's such a connector, and I think that that's part of the reason why I really align with him. You know, I think that one of the biggest things that Mark does is he provides opportunities for other people.
He is North Dakota embodied. He's humble and he comes across quiet and so forth, but he's a powerhouse. He's so full of excitement for this state and for these communities.
I think everybody would agree that he's just a really warm and calm, level person. When you are speaking with Mark, you have his full attention. That is a gift because trust comes from that kind of a relationship.
He's very outgoing. He is a very hard worker. If there's any project or anything, he's like the first to volunteer.
Well, I think Mark is a person who has the highest work ethic in terms of honesty, integrity. He is loyal to a fault, which is a trait that's too often lost anymore. But he likes to do things, he likes to enjoy things along the way. He does not want to make someone lose so he can win, except in golf.
The things that he has done in his career are incredibly impressive, and you don't get to do those things without being a collaborator and somebody who is a magnet and brings people to you.
His work ethic is incredible. I mean, he's working a lot, 24/7, always mindful to balance family and work, but he took the role seriously. He took such pride in working for Xcel Energy, and he made that very clear in everything that he did. You hear this term kicked around a lot of servant leader. I mean, that totally embodies Mark.
Mark has been everywhere. For the 21 years that I've known Mark, he is a constant. And you know, it doesn't mean that his name is on a plaque. It doesn't mean that he set the cornerstone in a building, and I think he's done that a couple times. It just means that he was there. Without Mark's steady hand there for some years, I'm not sure that we could have gotten as far as we did.
He's a builder, but he's not looking to put his name on the building. But if you look down at the foundation, he is the rock solid part of it. And so Mark he should smile looking around and see how many places he has a legacy here, because they're all over the state. And I hope he smiles a little bit, because I know he'll never brag about it.
I would say one of the things that I most admire about Mark is his kindness and his genuineness. He would show up at the United Way office and he would have a box of Sandy's donuts, you know, and he didn't even tell us he was coming, he just stopped in. And to be somebody who's that thoughtful, to go out of their way to make somebody else's day in just a small example like that, that's Mark.
He thinks way more about other people than he does about himself. And that's the way that one really is effective, is not to be in it for oneself, but to be looking at how many other people might be affected by this and how can we engage them in being excited about this project too, even if it seems like something mundane like moving dirt.
He's, you know, a loyal and loving husband, a great father, loves his kids beyond words. And I really admire that about him, because family's important to me too.
We have twin sons who are 38, and our youngest son is 35. We both like to do things with our kids.
He has a centennial farm, a legacy farm from his great-grandparents and beyond.
If you ever have a chance to visit his farm, it's incredible. The way that he turned one of his grain bins into a garage where he stores, Sandy's car. I mean, it's just really, really fun to see his creativity.
This is a family farm that has been in his family for many years. Just kind of a lot of different projects that he enjoys doing. He's working on a golf course, 3-hole golf course in our yard. And it's a beautiful yard because it runs along, it's called the Grand Marais. It's a backwash of the Red Lake River. So we have water on 2 sides of us. So he enjoys being outside. He likes working outside a lot.
So one of the funny stories I have that Mark told me about, we kind of joke about, is his love of Ready Kilowatt.
When Northern States Power merged and formed the holding company XL Energy, a lot of the company was saying farewell to Ready Kilowatt, the beloved character that represents the energy utility industry. And so Ready Kilowatt was supposed to kind of be in the closet and never pulled out again. Well, Mark wouldn't stand for that. Very important, kind of fun figure to have in parades. His wife, Sandy, if I remember correctly, sewed him and created a Ready Kilowatt outfit. And he went out there and I believe he wore it in a parade and did the whole deal. And then he was completely scared because he thought corporate brand was gonna come down and drop the hammer on him. A little bit of revolt is a good thing sometimes.
Mark has helped me to be a better leader by, really encouraging us to think about who else can we bring to the table, and looks for ways for us to solve problems in a different way. And I think that that's why he has been so successful in his career.
He, along with his family, have a greater role of service in their community. He wants to ensure that whatever he does leaves his community a better place than when he got there.
When you look at leadership, Mark's example isn't always the one that is put up there in the spotlight. He's not the forceful speaker that gets up in front of a crowd and whips them into a frenzy or anything like that. As a leader, I always looked to Mark because he was just solid.
Not a rah-rah kind of advocate, but just knowing what the facts were, explaining with that nice warm smile that he has why this is good for whomever the group is that's being addressed, and helping us to see that there's value to us being a part of that parade he's leading. Mark's vision is never about himself. His vision is always on others. And he sets a wonderful example for everybody else of any age to see what somebody who's committed to doing the right thing can do in a positive and inclusive way.
It's this magnetic personality that people want to be around. It comes from a true place in his heart, and I think it's one of his secret weapons. It's authentic, it's Mark, and you walk away and you go, that was one of the nicest people I've ever met.
Mark, congratulations on being the 2021 Legacy Leader Award winner. You're the best, and it's been a pleasure working with you over the years.
Congratulations, Mark, on the Legacy Leader Award.
Mark, on behalf of everybody at XL Energy, congratulations on your very well-deserved Legacy of Leadership Award.
No one has deserved this Legacy Leader Award more than you, Mark. Congratulations, Mark, on being the winner of this year's Legacy Leader Award.
Congratulations, Mark, on your 2021 Chamber Legacy Leader Award.
Thank you for everything that you have done for our community. You are an incredible leader, you're an incredible friend, and I cannot think of anyone that is more deserving of this 2021 Legacy Award from the Chamber. Congratulations and well done, Mark.